Thank you, everybody, for coming out tonight. My name is Mr. Lindemann, and you just heard from Your Jazz Combo. Can we give him another round? I have had the honor and pleasure of student teaching here at Winton Woods. I'm a jazz guy, and I have been sort of in that realm for a very long time, and I'm opening that door to these fine young people here. I took them to Mount St. Joe just a little while ago to an improvisational workshop where they worked with the professors there as well as other students. And they learned a whole lot there. I learned a whole lot there. And I hope you're hearing that tonight. Our next tune is something that gets called a lot. It's something that I play a lot, so I figured why not let them do it. Up next is C Jam Blues.
Called Water for coming out to our senior recognition concert, our final concert of the year. I would like to introduce Ms. Paula Kuhn, our school board president, who would like to say just a few short words.
So you'll have to forgive me during this slight intermission of an untalented person compared to the talent in our district. I am so blessed to represent our community and to be able to provide opportunities for our students in the fine arts, the sports, all the activities that our district provides our students, and to make them a well-rounded individual. I take a lot of pride in what our students do. I want to congratulate you all. You are all wonderful, and I think, would you guys all like to agree? Okay. But with what we're doing in our schools requires help from our community. It requires our parents' participation. It requires the overall community. Oh, I have a light. Let there be light. It requires overall community involvement to make these programs work. And I want to reach out to our community to understand the reason why there may be a ballot issue coming up on May the 2nd, and why the district's asking for additional support to be able to put on programs like this and to have them continue on. This is an important piece of education. It's something that is really, really crucial to their development and makes them well-rounded community citizens in the future. I know that selfishly, from my point of view, I want you all to grow up, get great jobs, become contributing members of society, pay your taxes, and then I can retire one day. So, I want your world to be much better. I want you to grow it. I'm very excited about what you have an opportunity to do. One thing, though, as I said, these programs do have a cost that's associated with them. And I hope that our community will appreciate the value. If you saw the play recently this past weekend, it was amazing smash success. It was great. I appreciate it. Oh, it was absolutely stunning. I had so much fun. So I want to take this time just to let you know who I am. I'm one of your 5 board members who are elected by the community. It's a job that's done with love and grace, and my desire is to make a better life for all of you. My children went here. I'm a graduate of our district, and I wanted to continue on and do even better and better. And I hope you guys will follow suit and grow up and become productive, wonderful people, which I know you will be. So thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Laura Omates. I've had the pleasure of directing concert band this year. We are going to play a piece called Abracadabra by Frank Ticelli for you tonight. I just wanted to talk a little bit about this piece. It's 6 minutes long, and it is by far the hardest song that they have played this year. I am just incredibly proud of them for taking on this undertaking of this song. You'll hear, it has kind of themes about magic, and you'll hear that in the song. And it's very exposed in parts, so like I said, it's really difficult for them, but they've been doing a great job. So please enjoy Abracadabra.
sax, and this is our symphonic band. So I'm going to tell you a little about the first piece. It's called Passages. The term passage can variously describe a route or course of travel, a lapse of passing of time, a phase of musical work, or perhaps the soul's moving on from this world to the next. This composition was commissioned in memory of the band alumnus Anthony Caputo by the West Islip High School Band Program, James Craig's director. Anthony was an integral part of the music program at West Islip High School, playing alto sax in concert bands and jazz ensembles, and serving as drum major for the marching band. He exhibited a strong sense of leadership and commitment, as well as always having a positive outlook and encouraging attitude. His spirit and talents are greatly missed. Music can often help us to deal with grief or overwhelming emotions. Through music, we can find a means for getting in touch with and expressing these feelings in ways that words are often inadequate. Passages is intended as a celebration of life, expressing through music the many qualities of life that Anthony embodied, but also as a reminder of our loss. At times like these, we become aware of the temporary nature of our existence on this earth, but are also encouraged to savor the present and have hope for the world that lies beyond.
In most of the songs that I picked for tonight, I tried to feature some of my amazing senior musicians. So Jamie Wilson had a nice little solo on the alto sax part. This next piece, there's quite a few seniors being featured on the brass quintet, and I'm gonna let Greg introduce it.
Hello? All right. Hi, my name is Gregory Burns, as she's mentioned. Our next piece is called Way Down Yonder in New Orleans. It's a jazz piece. See, Dixieland jazz is often played by a small ensemble featuring collective and solo improvisation. The term is often ascribed especially to New Orleans pioneers of jazz. Earliest jazz ensembles drove the ragtime and brass bands of New Orleans, incorporating elements of the blues. In early jazz ensembles, such as those led by King Oliver or Jerry Roll Morton, the trumpet or cornet typically would play the melody, while the clarinet and trombone provide accompaniment. Our piece tonight features a small brass quintet with a drum set. On trumpet, we have Ende and Everson. Sophia will be playing French horn. I myself will be playing trombone. And I will have Colin on tuba and Justin on drum set. Hope you enjoy the piece.
For this next piece, Alyssa is going to introduce it. However, I'd like to welcome my student teacher for the semester, Mr. Lindeman, up to conduct. So, Mr. Lindeman, come on, take the podium.
Good evening. My name is Alyssa Brown. Our next piece, Alligator Alley, is a nickname for the east-west stretch of Interstate 75 between Naples and Fort Lauderdale that crosses through the Florida Everglades National Park. It is home of the American alligator, king of the Everglades. Indigenous to the U.S. Southeast coastal regions, the American alligator has changed little from its original form some 180 million years ago. The American alligator is still on constant watch by the National Park Services as its habitat is threatened by illegal poachers, industrial contaminants, and housing and commercial developments. Composer Michael Daugherty celebrates Alligator Alley, bringing our attention to this unique animal in the American highway traveled by many observing the alligator in its natural environment. There are two main musical themes in Alligator Alley. The first theme, called the Alligator's Theme, is played at the beginning of the composition by the bassoons. The second theme is called the Hunter's Theme. To evoke the sound of the alligator, Daugherty has included a whip in the percussion section. When the two pieces of wood of the whip are struck together, it meant to evoke the sound of an alligator snapping its large and very strong jaws. My hope is that Alligator Alley will snap us to attention that the alligator deserves to live in the peace. The continued survival of the American alligator in the Everglades now depends on the careful management programs carried out by the National Park Service. Alligator Alley.
Theater, and I'll be introducing our final song. Forever Holding Close the Memories was commissioned by the 2007-2008 Mesquite High School School Bands Director in Gilbert, Arizona, Ron Andre Director. The piece is dedicated to Mesquite High School's Assistant Director, Chris Rayner, who was tragically killed in an automobile accident on the way to school one morning. I read through the numerous letters from Chris's students who felt he was an amazing teacher and mentor. It reminded me once how important a great teacher can be in a student's development, and also reminded me how precious life can be. Quite simply, the piece is about emotional subtlety, as well as emotional intensity. Each phrase should be put together as musically as possible. Take time so the piece never seems hurried. There are some dissonance, open flute duets, for example, that must be carefully balanced in tune so that there is a sense of angst, but never a sense of harshness in the sound. Even in the biggest moments of the piece, make sure the tone quality and intonation is under control and well focused. I hope performers and audience members alike will enjoy this tribute to a wonderful teacher and mentor who so positively affected students during his lifetime.
So back in, yes, January, we had quite a few ensembles who performed. Solo and ensemble is totally extra, but it is I think, one of the most rewarding things that they can do when they're learning music, because everybody's part is essential. It's only one on a part. They work on it outside of band class. And our groups that went this year really, really did well. The best part about the whole day, though, was not the musicianship that they displayed, which was fantastic, but really was the good sportsmanship and the support that they showed for each other in our ensembles and with the choir students that went as well. A lot of our students kind of came early in the morning and stayed all day just to listen and support each other. And a lot of the judges even commented on that. They're like, man, you guys have the biggest cheering section. And they were so supportive of each other. Other band directors and choir directors from other schools recognized it and saw it. And that was really, truly probably the coolest part of the whole day. So any students, any of the ensembles that got a 2 or a 1, 2 is the second highest and 1 is the highest rating, we got them medals that they can wear on their band uniform if they want. If they're seniors, they can put it somewhere special. But they are medals that they can wear on their uniforms moving forward. And we are just super proud of the extra work that they did, but especially of how much support they showed each other. And it was just a fantastic day all around. So the ensembles that received a 2 rating, they're right here. If they could just kind of come up by ensemble, we would like to give them their medals. The first one is the trombone trio, and that was Gregory Burns, Derek Mabra, and Joseph Cervantes. Kind of come across the information. The woodwind quintet was Amena Alanis, Mickey Theodore, Maurice Ramirez Orlana, Eric Durazno, and Sophia Dorman. And then this is the first time that we've ever taken a group of this size. We took a brass choir, which was actually like 2 small ensembles, but then they did this really cool Gabrielli piece that was really, really neat. And the brass choir consisted of Everson Stallworth, T.T. Williams, Derek Mabra, Joseph Cervantes, Day Wade, Surendra Bondari, Gregory Burns, and Reina Tomas Bravo. The ensembles, we have 3 ensembles that received superior ratings. If you were here at Night of Freedom, they also performed these because it was just a lot of fun and they did great. The first ensemble was a flute trio, T.T. Williams, Surendra Bhandari, and Sean Daniels. And this one won't be very hard because 4 of the first 4 get to stay for the next part too. There was a sax quartet, Mickey Theodore, Saman Areso, Joden Gibbs, and Aiden Hinterlong. And if you're in the sextet, just stay put. And then there was also a saxophone sextet that received a superior. Jamie Wilson, Katie Martin, Mickey Theodore, Joden Gibbs, Jamie Barnett, and Aiden Hinterlong. And the last 2 solo and ensemble awards actually go to couple students who actually did solos. Both of them take privately, and we have also started to do use our matinee musicale grant money to have a lesson program kind of starting up as well. So hopefully we'll have a lot more solos in the future because they take a lot of extra time. This year we had 2 students get superior ratings on their solos, Andrew Escobedo on bassoon and Everson Stallworth on trumpet.
Okay, next we have some concert band season awards that we'd like to give out. The first is a merit award. It is in recognition of outstanding contributions, leadership, and service to the school music program. That basically means they go the extra mile. A lot of these kids are in lessons, they help us set up chairs, and they are just awesome members of the band.
We're gonna pass these out afterwards, so you don't all have to give it up.
Yeah, there's a lot, which is awesome. If we could hold our applause until afterward. First up, we have Douglas Palmore. Hold our applause. Jaden Brunk. Kanisha Curry. Terry Trammell. Joseph Cervantes. Sophia Dorman. Amaya Wallace. Brittany Johnson. And that is it for merit awards. So you can. Next up, we have the Musicianship Award. These are to our awesome players in the band. A lot of these guys are first chair. They take lessons. They do solo and ensemble. They do a lot of different instruments. They're in jazz band. Starting with Mickey Theodore, Eric Durazno, Andrew Escobedo, Jamie Wilson, Chris Velasco, Katie Martin, Amena Alanis, Surendra Berdak, Sean Daniels, Caitlin Jackson, T.T. Williams, Kyle Shoup, Marissa Robinson, you stressing me out, Naima Salam, Devin Adams Burley, Saman Areso, Cecia Bernal Elian, Nyla Freeman, Seth Doman, Colin Sullivan, Derek Gregory Burns, Everson Stallworth, Ende Wade, Aiden Hinterlong, and Joden Gibbs.
Our first senior is Jimena Alanes. Justin Broswell. Alyssa Brown. Gregory Burns. Natty Devlin. Eric Durazno. Mikkel Theodore. Joden Gibbs. Isaiah Hill. Aiden Hinterlong. Caitlin Jackson. Saman Areso. Marissa Robinson. Naima Salam. Kaylee Sanders. Colin Sullivan. Ende Wade. Alex Wang. And finally, Jamie Wilson.
Hi, my name is Marissa and I'm a senior clarinet player. So, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory is an American musical film that tells the story of a poor child named Charlie Bucket, who upon finding a golden ticket in a chocolate bar, wins the chance to visit Willy Wonka's chocolate factory along with 4 other children from around the world. The next day, Wonka greets the ticket winners at the front gates of the factory and leads them inside, where each signs a contract before the tour. During the tour, each child's character flaws causes them to give in to the temptation, resulting in unusual elimination. Augustus gets sucked up a pipe after falling into a chocolate river. Violet bloats into a giant human blueberry. Veruca falls down a garbage chute, and Mike is shrunk to the size of a chocolate bar. The Oompa Loompas sing a song of morality after each disposal. At the end of the tour, Wonka assures Charlie and Grandpa Joe that the other children will be fine. Charlie decides to return to the everlasting gobstopper to Wonka instead of giving it to Slugworth. All of a sudden, Wonka joyously declares Charlie the winner and reveals Slugworth is his actual employee, Mr. Wilkinson. They offered to buy the gobstopper was a morality test for the ticket winners, and only Charlie passed. Wonka tells Charlie that he created this contest to find someone worthy enough to inherit his factory, so he will give it to Charlie and his family upon return. Please enjoy the song.
This is a 5-movement song. Each movement is kind of listed by the kids that made their bad decisions. So if you can hold your applause to the very end, and we hope you enjoy it. Thanks again for hanging in there.